Hello everybody, this is Walrus McFish Sr. and we are back with some more Tales of Maj'Eyal. Yeah, this is Valerie, the Thaloran Brawler. And we've really just gotten started with this character, but I'm feeling good, and I was excited to press on. I figured I'd record one more video tonight, and it's just bad luck to make a playlist with only one video. Sort of defeats the purpose of a playlist. It's just it goes against the YouTuber's creed. There's an ancient YouTube saying that says if you upload a video if you make a playlist with only one video, your turnip crops won't grow in, right? So, I'm not taking that risk. I'm going to upload a second video here. Let's go ahead and just see what we're going to accomplish. Basically, the same plan that we're going to. Oh yeah, Declaration of the Unification of the Allied Kingdoms. Herewith to set the Constitutional Declaration of the Allied Kingdoms and the rule of King Thalore and Queen Mervenia. Yeah, woo, yes, so they're allied together. Humans and halflings, right? That's the idea. Humans and halflings are quite allied with each other in this game, which is pretty neat. They got a lot in common. I can see that. The dwarves are friendly with them, I think. Elves are fine, but they sort of do their own thing. I think it's mostly the humans and the halflings who have sort of a political alliance. Yes, alchemist, alchemist, alchemist. I accept your alchemy. We'll go for the brawn, right? Strength and constitution, or just armor. I don't know. Both are pretty cool. I guess, we'll have plenty of brawn. Let's go with the stone skin, because that's just a little bit harder to pick up permanently. Being as anti-magic as we are. And we'll probably be wearing lighter armor, so, we'll take some intrinsic armor on the side. Could be pretty helpful for us. Okay, so we're not going to that graveyard as usual. Let's just sort of poke our head over here and see if Grimly is hanging out. Nah. Grimly. Oh, Grimly. Interesting stuff over here. We'll get to exploring this place later. Just seeing if I can find a Grimly. I'm sure we'll come by him eventually. Uh-oh. Before you say the man covered in dirt and blood, he's out of breath and half mad. Please, you must help. It is slaughtering everyone in my village. Please. He points his finger at the nearby forests. I will go there and see what I can do. Yes, but later. Sorry, we got priorities. Oh, like not getting ambushed here. That was a close call. We probably could have survived it, but we'd rather not. What's this up here? That's the Daikara, so, that's theoretically on our to-do list. But the Daikara is actually super dangerous. Of those 4 things that I mentioned in the Into the Darkness quest, the Daikara is probably the craziest one. So I think what we're still going to do, despite how strong we were feeling in that last video, we are going to go ahead and go through the Trollmire first and do these basic stages. Just because we want to try to get up our loot as good as possible, we want to get up our experience as much as possible. Before we tackle these later stages of the game, especially places like the Daikara, we want to be as prepared as possible. What's going on down here? That's a hidden compound. That's an ancient elven ruins. Those are some interesting places to find. Ancient elven ruins is very dangerous. Maybe let's just explore around a little bit. Here's Zigger. Yeah, so of course we know about Zigger. It is invisible to magic users, which is why we could not see it last time. As a dwarf, we had a magic bar. So, yeah. Sort of off-limits is some sort of magical Hogwarts-like spell which shields it from magic users, except of course it's not Hogwarts-like because Hogwarts is entirely magic users. So it must be enchanted with nature somehow or something like that. Psionic forces probably make sense, affecting the minds of magic users so that they can't perceive it. Let's go ahead and jump not into the old forest, but into the Trollmire, because that seems reasonable. We'll follow the course that we did last video. It seemed like we were on the right course until we just opened that stupid door. And honestly, being as strong as we feel right now, I don't feel like opening that door would be a problem. If we see a chest or a door or something, I might consider opening it up. Okay, this is a dangerous wolf. So we give it the due respect that it barely deserves. Yeah, see, look at us. Purples, schmurples. Plate armor is cool, but, I say, we're monks. We don't wear the plate armor. It would restrict our mobility. Seriously. We put people to sleep by punching them. I can't get over how awesome that is. We gotta appreciate that, because we're probably not gonna have these gloves forever. Let's appreciate this fact while we can. And it's like, if you have trouble going to sleep at night, you can just sort of punch yourself lightly in the face. You have a lot of trouble going to sleep at night, you punch yourself hard in the face, and then you definitely go to sleep. Not exactly healthy, but it's a good way to cure your insomnia. Cool. Oh yeah, so this troll is here. This guy thinks he's all that, but he's probably going to die pretty soon. So what should we do? We can get points in a bunch of stuff. I think the most important thing is thick skin, just for that across-the-board 4% resistance. That is so nice. And we have another generic point, actually, so let's get that unflinching resolve, because I love this ability, too. We're going to get this up to level 3 at least. Because, at, level 1, it lets us protect from stuns, which is amazing, because stuns are awful and deadly. Then blindness, which is also awful and deadly, although we do have a blind fight with now, which is kind of neat. And then confusion, which is also awful and deadly. Pins have never directly killed me so far, but, they can definitely, if you get hit by a skeleton master archer or something with some pinning arrows, it can be an awkward spot. 5 slows and wounds, whatever. It's just a great skill. So, and it's passive. I love passive skills. You don't have to think about them. They just make you strong and powerful. Maybe that's why I'm attracted to this class. So many great passive skills. You don't have to think too hard about using your active abilities. Although, using your pugilism and your finishing moves effectively, that's a good way to occupy your mental sort of thought processes over here, while your passive abilities just sort of do work on this side. So, yeah, we've got 2 class points to spend as well. What do we do about that? We could get up to level 4 double strike and have the dream about, getting the double combo points every time. I think that's worth it. We're going to get up to level 4 with that eventually anyway. We use that all the time. I mean, it's like it uses it automatically with our striking stance, so it's just going to boost our power, and we'll have more combo points than we know what to do with. That means when we get some finishing moves in the future, we'll be super happy about that. Especially, we want to get Butterfly Kick. It's going to be really neat for us. We need to get up to level Dexterity 28 to be able to use these upper levels. So let's just go ahead and do that, right? Sure, Dexterity 28. Awesome. Now next level up, we won't have to worry about that. Yeah, next level up we will be level 8, so we'll be able to get some of those 3rd level abilities if we so choose. Pretty cool, because there are some good ones. Nice. Trollmire. Level 2. Okay, and here's a better regeneration infusion. We're definitely taking that. It's of the wizard, which is not exactly our style, considering that we are more explicitly anti-magic than anything. Here's a rough leather armor of cold resistance, which is great, actually. It's better than what we got. And, I mean, cold resistance actually shows up quite a bit. It's a relevant stat in the early game. There's lots of things in the early game with cold damage, it seems like. And throughout the game. But I feel like cold resistance is more important than fire resistance in the first quarter of the game or so. Alright, we don't need that, we don't need that. Great. Rabbits, punch him to death, punch him to sleep, and then just kill him while they're asleep. This guy is in over his head. He didn't know what he was dealing with because he's presumably not a master punching monk like us. And yes, like I'm punching so hard I'm making my keyboard shake. It's raw physical power, I'm serious. Playing as a monk actually requires serious actual physical conditioning outside of the game. You have to have the cardio to be able to mash buttons. Or you can just get a turbo button, I guess, and hold it down. I could hold it down, but of course that's very bad practice in a roguelike to be able to hold down the attack button. I think you understand what I mean if you've ever played a roguelike, right? You just don't do that. It's a very easy way to get yourself killed instantly. Holding buttons down. Remember a NetHack game I was playing, I was doing so well. Pretty sure it was a samurai game. I was like, oh, I'm doing so well, I just need to rest up for a minute. Hold down the rest button, next thing I know, I'm dead. I was attacked by like bees or something, and bees just came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, can't believe it. I can't believe I died by my own foolishness. So, there you go. Unwritten rule of roguelikes, don't hold down buttons. Fine. But we're doing well. I mean, remember when we ran into purples in the Trollmire with our dwarf game, and it was like seriously dangerous business? This character just seems better. Combo points, combo points, combo points discharged in an uppercut. This guy is half dead, and now we'll just punch him to sleep. Good night. Can't use the staff, but we'll turn it into gold. Whoa, it's a room full of snakes. It's a little dangerous. Let's just wait for them to come out here. We can definitely do that. I didn't use my regeneration infusion, which is annoying. We should use that, just in case we need it. And then we'll bait him out, put him to sleep, and punch him to death in the doorway. It's not like this is any trouble. It's not like our life is dipping at all. We got some even better infusions there, perhaps. Or maybe not. Maybe they're all trash. Let's see. Healing infusions, I don't know. Not at that caliber. That's not going to do anything for us. Sun infusion, wild infusion. We have a wild infusion cure 15%, right? It might only be cure 14%. So this might be objectively better. Let's move to the normal inventory. Whoa, wild infusion of the duelist for 19% cure mental. You know, I really like the cure physical just because physical is what kills you more often than not in this game. So I'd prefer to have the cure physical over the extra 4%. Although this is good, it's going to go up with our dexterity, right? It's nice. But I really prefer the physical effect, even for the 4% resists. Okay. Anything else? Daggers, no. Weapons, no. Weird charm thing? What is this? Changes resistance penetration. Removes stuff. I don't know. Doesn't seem great. Alright, never mind. Just get rid of all this. And here we go. On Troll Mire 3, we should be expecting to find Prox. Or Plox, or whatever his name was. I forget. Take out this guy just because I have a hatred of Venus flytraps. Remember how those Venus flytraps were harming us in those last games? And it's like, we're going to be able to get intrinsic racial poison immunity / blight immunity later in this game. I mean, we can see one of the reasons I love the Thalore so much here is their racial abilities. Yeah, the first one was good. It's just basically like a wild infusion / damage boost. The second one gives us physical and mental save, which is amazing. That's like what you want. It saves your life. Guardian of the Wood gives us blight resistance, which is incredible because that also saves your life. I'm serious. Whenever I get a character farther than like level 15 in this game, I die of blight damage. It's like you're doing well, you're going along, and then all of a sudden, whoop, 251 blight damage, you're dead out of nowhere. And it's like, wow, that's ridiculous. So now, I mean, that's the reason why I feel like my Thalore can make it towards the later game, is because I get this blight resistance. And like everything resistance. I haven't even used this tree ant ability, but it seems pretty cool to summon tree ants too. So we'll see if we make it to level 16 and can actually capitalize on that. But we'll see. I guess we'll see, you know. Nothing to do but just stay focused, stay disciplined here. Not get too caught up in our abilities. Here we wish we had the mental ability, but it's okay. Can still punch him to death. We don't need a sling. Alright, bear. Bear attack. I should have just done that to begin with so I got the momentum advantage. And so I didn't get stunned here, but it's okay. Combo points. Uppercut, stun him a little bit, get him off balance. We still don't have any damage or anything, so it's not like I'm worried. Now we have 2 regeneration infusions, so yeah, let's just go ahead and use one. It's nice to be able to stagger those a little bit, although of course you get the infusion saturation, which is never fun. Go ahead and finish off this bear. What do we get? Iron Gauntlet Spark Breacher. That looks like it could be good. It looks like it could be something to supplant our Restful Gloves. Let's see if they're any good. Accuracy? Better accuracy. You know, I was complaining about accuracy. Damage when hit, 8 lightning, which is nice. It's a lot more damage, which is nice, although it is slower. So does the damage justify that? I think it probably does. Not to mention the armor penetration, even, yeah, more accuracy. So double accuracy. Physical crit chance at 7%. That's pretty cool. 40% chance to daze, which is like putting people to sleep. So, you know, I think these Iron Gauntlets are probably an upgrade. Let's go for them. Gotta get yourself a good pair of gloves as a brawler. It's kind of priority number 1, and it does look like that's doing good damage, if I have to say. You know, we were sort of running into a little bit of trouble against slightly more armored foes like those trolls. So maybe we should go for that as we're running into more human characters, humanoid characters. Here's Prox the Mighty. He's a giant troll, but he's never really given me too much trouble. I don't think I ever died to Prox the Mighty. Maybe I have. If I have, it's pretty shameful, because look, he goes down in a second. Serpent's Glare, it's a Mind Star, which we could use. Spellblaze Shard, which sounds like Arcane Energy. And it's a dagger, right? So we don't really care about either of those things. Thanks, but no thanks, Prox the Mighty. We appreciate this sentiment. Yeah, it's a dagger, and this is a Mind Star. So, oh well. it's still nice to get the experience. We got to level up, which means we can use these higher level abilities. So what do we go for? I mean, the butterfly kick is nice, but we don't even have concussive punch yet. Setup I've never even used before. Axe kick is nice, and it's a good way to build up combo points. I mean, again, I don't have anything to use the combo points with, but it's just another good, powerful, incapacitating attack. So I think I'm going to go for that. Level 2 rush would be nice. Level 2 fast metabolism would be nice. Level 2 of either of those tactical skills would be nice. I mean, getting concussive punch to work up towards butterfly kick and haymaker is really nice. It's all good. We're going to want all these skills eventually, seriously. And then 1 generic point. So what do we do? 1 more point to spend here. I could spend it in mobile defense. We're using the lighter armor for right now. We might be wearing mail armor eventually. Oh, we can get our unshackled, so we should definitely do that. Just +6 flat physical and mental save. So nice. And if we get a level 2, it's the same thing, just another +6. So amazing. You know, that's like artifact quality stuff, and we just get it passively as a racial ability. Not to say the other racial abilities aren't great, they are. But it seems like the Thalore just particularly suit my survivability style. 3 stats. What's that going to be? In order to get up to these things, we would need Dexterity 28. We have that. We just pumped a lot of points in Dexterity, and I think we just got more from somewhere. We could get more Constitution. We could get more Cunning. Cunning higher. 28 Cunning. Nice, and we can get heightened reflexes, which is amazing, too. So we'll get that soon. Perfect. And 1 more point. Constitution. Or Strength. Let's go Strength. Hit a little bit harder. I guess we could get armor training now. But, you know, we don't need a shield. We don't need plate armor, so what's the point? I could have gone for more accuracy, too. I know I was complaining about not having the accuracy that I wanted, but I just got a bunch of accuracy in my new gloves, so that's not as much of a priority, I hope. Good. Try them out. New stuff here. And what is my axe kick at? 0? That seems reasonable. I think that's where I want it to be. Eventually, once I unlock all my abilities, I'll have my true combos will start to take form. No, let's not go down there yet. Good point, game. We don't want to go fight Bill just yet. He'll probably kill us. But we'll go to the outside world. That was a very successful romp through the Troll Mire. Again, I'm feeling much more confident about this game. Alright, the last game gave you a taste of it. Now hopefully we can make it to the beginning of the game and see what some of the true threats are later on. Hopefully. We don't get too far ahead of ourselves here. We do have a pair of boots, which I appreciate. Nice. And it lets us do what? Quick wit. It gives us an evasion ability. Which is where? On 6? I don't know. We'll move that somewhere else. Alright. And, yeah, all this other stuff we can just get rid of. Cool. Alright, yeah, we'll put that over here next to our torque. I like to keep sort of my temporary abilities together so I realize they are temporary. I don't forget about them and then accidentally fat finger the button over here later. And then I can just sort of look over here and check my inventory in a sense. I can see what are all my activatable abilities that I've not used for a while that I might need to save for emergencies. Let's go to Dearth. Definitely going to Dearth and doing the Dearth thing. Definitely we're going to meet up with the alchemists. Hello, yes, alchemy. That's my favorite subject. You know, the fox actually sounds really appealing here. Dexterity and cunning are like our 2 most important stats. More range defense and defense is great, obviously. Physical critical strike chance by 4%. They're all so good, and they all sort of go with our style. You know what? Physical critical strike chance just seems so good. I gotta go for it. Cool. And now we go up here and we go into the arena. Yes, we're not going to do that voice again. We're not going to repeat things. I'm ready for battle. Let's go. Sounds like fun. I'm ready. But we are going to appreciate this guitar music. Please. If you can't appreciate this guitar music, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. Whoa, did you see that? He did some sort of... What did he use? Inertial shot. That's cool how it sort of disengaged him as well, too. It was sort of like a Newton's third law sort of thing. Oh, okay. Well, we're being targeted by a bullet. if we work up our abilities, we're going to be able to see that coming with like Matrix time abilities and be able to dodge it. But let's see if we can dodge it anyway by sort of dodging up here. We got hit, but let's charge forward. Got the first guy. This guy will pummel into submission. Yeah, how about a uppercut on you? And we'll save our axe kick for you to try to damage your brain a little bit. And yeah, we're getting like slightly hurt, but actually not at all. We could have used either of our regeneration root infusions at any time. Great, and the talent points, we actually really want those now. Yes, so good, yes. Alright, good for us. More generic points, and yeah, we will spend that on the heightened reflexes. Because, yeah, we were just talking about how good that is. Maybe more unflinching resolve, I was talking about how good that is too. My accuracy is better. I could get this mobile defense, which at least leads to these other things, which is nice. Yeah, like this just increases our movement speed and cooldowns on certain abilities. This is stamina regeneration, which is nice. Maybe that's why I don't have stamina problems. But I don't know. I mean, more important than that for right now is unflinching resolve. We could just get better stats too. Unflinching resolve. That's what's going to keep us alive. And great. Anything else we wanted to accomplish in this video? Yeah, I don't know if we have anything to give you yet. Oh, whoops, we possibly could have saved one of those artifacts that we just transmogrified. I could have given him the Spellblade Shard or something like that. It's okay, though. Those things are a dime a dozen. And it's not like we could really want to go to Engelwyn as a anti-magic-oriented character. No, this is not where we wanted to go. I was trying to find the nice elven city of Elvala. So I don't know how much these guys hate me exactly. These guys are Shaloran, I believe, so maybe as a Thaloran, I'm a little bit unwelcome. Yes, elf adventurer elixirs, you're making little sense. He's been known to kill the occasional monster, and I accept. What do I accept? Definitely not mysticism. Savior throws, elixir of mastery. 4 additional stat points. Well, let's go for Savior. I think that's pretty cool. Great. And we're done with that. Alright, so is that the place we're going to call it a video now? Or am I going to go... Can I fight Prox... Or can I fight Bill the Troll? Let's think about this. Alright, here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm not going to go into the Old Forest because that is sort of an episode unto itself. You saw we went into the Old Forest last time, and it didn't go so hot for us. So I think what we're going to do is actually jump into the ruins of Corpool. So, you know, if you start as a human or a halfling, you start in the Trollmire. So that's why it's pretty easy. You know, that's why I've been coming here. It's sort of a beginner-level area. And one thing that's interesting about this game is the difficulty sort of scales. Like, there is sort of a pseudo-scaling of the difficulty of areas based on your level, depending on the first time that you go into a level. So it's sort of linear, but sort of not. You know, it's I mean, to put it another way, it's sort of like Morrowind and sort of like Oblivion. You know, in Morrowind, if you went into a high-level area and you were a low level, too bad, you would just get munched. In Oblivion, you could basically go anywhere, and the area would scale to your level. Same with the subsequent games as well. I think that's true in Skyrim to a certain extent as well. But so this is sort of halfway in between, and it's sort of confusing. It means that you can sort of go anywhere, but you sort of have to be careful too. And sometimes you want to jump into an area just to set the level low and then leave and come back later when you're actually at a stronger level. I don't truly understand it yet. But for now, let's jump into Corpool. And the reason I bring this up is because, yeah, the Trollmire is a beginning level area. If we jump into Corpool, I bet, yeah, see, it chastises us basically. It says, Pshaw! Easy. This zone is so easy for you that you stroll to the last area with ease. So we don't even get to go through it, but it's okay, because it is probably really easy for us. The only reason I would consider going through is because, well, it's a little more experience. It's a nice, exciting way to end the video. And, not to mention that, we'll probably get an artifact from fighting the boss. And artifacts are great, right? You know, we just want to work up our material goods. If we can't have magic, we're at least going to have possessions. Although, I suppose, as a monk-type character, we're supposed to forfeit that as well. Open this chest? Absolutely. This place is easy for us, and it wasn't even guarded. We got a spiked rough leather armor of command. That sounds really good. It sounds better than what we have right now. Yeah, armor, defense, cunning, mental save, damage when hit. That sounds great. That's a good set of leather armor right there. I'm all about that. Yeah, we're down with that. and punching down skeletons. This place is pretty spooky. If you're finding this as an actual low-level character that's supposed to be here, it's easy for us. I mean, I think when it says that it's easy, it means that we are above the level cap for this level, basically. It's quiet down here and dark, very dark. I suppose I should have brought a lantern. You didn't bring a lantern into Core Pool. I don't have much sympathy for the end, but yeah, you know, that's pretty dumb. Our motto is bring light in dark places. You didn't bring a lantern, but you should have thought about that in practical terms. You're an idiot. Cleared out pretty much all this area and there's not left to explore. Adventuring stuff is lonely. Well, go back to your day job, buddy. Alright, not quite off of this paladin work. Yeah, he sounds like a pretty weak paladin. You gotta bear the torch of righteousness, man. You don't need an actual torch as a paladin to be able to make it work for you. You have to have the torch inside of your heart. The torch inside of your soul that bears the way. Okay, this is dangerous. Why are we getting hurt so much? I am regenerating a little bit. I'd like to use this kinetic psionic shield just in case that helps, and hopefully get close enough to this guy that we can see him. Where is he? What hit us? This is really obnoxious. There you are. Alright, well, let's get up our other regeneration, just because I knew that was going to happen. And we'll jump at him. We just need to get close. Oh, see, we're hurt. This guy hurts. While we're frozen like this, we can't really hurt him, but he can't hurt us as badly either. Sort of wish I had that cold resistance, although having the physical save and such is good too. We will use our Wild Infusion, and I should probably sub that out. I don't think I used my 15% yet. Use the Axe Kick. Try for a little bit of brain damage. We've got 3 points, so let's go for 5 points. Now we'll definitely use an Uppercut. Try to stun him a little bit. We're not too damaged yet, so we'll throw up that regeneration in a second. I just don't want to get stunned or anything and not be able to use it. But it looks like we're in a pretty good spot now. He's pretty incapacitated. We'll get a few more combo points. I need another finisher here. But there we go. We got him. And what do we get? Feathersteel Amulet, which is a nice amulet. I'm not actually even sure that I like it more than my current amulet. It's nice. It gives us more encumbrance. It gives us less fatigue, which is okay. More movement speed is nice, and avoid the traps, which we will probably be able to do with our passive monk abilities eventually anyway. See, this gives us damage, mind damage and such. You know, I think that we will... I don't think we're going to wear this. I'd rather have the Withering Orbs like 99.9% of the time, so we'll just disenchant it. Right, movement speed is okay, but it's like, who cares? We're plenty mobile as is. We don't need to carry around a bunch of niche amulets that we're never going to use. We don't want to turn into mega hoarders in this game. We'll get a full inventory anyway, just keeping the stuff that we want. So, perfect. Alright, done with this easy area. We got a Feathersteel Amulet that who cares about it, but oh well. Yep. Ooh, we got this neat linen wizard hat. Does that do anything for us? Stamina, encumbrance, blight resistance, and nature resistance. It's okay, but I kind of like our stabilizing rough cap. I just like the idea of our cap a little bit better here. Constitution versus that. Oh, that our defense and physical save is good. So we didn't really find much here. That's okay. And I think for the true final end to this video, I think we're strong enough to go fight Build a Troll here. Not going to jump into the old forests. But here we go. Yeah, again, you saw that level was too easy. We were now over-leveled for there. It no longer warned us when we were trying to come down here to fight Build a Troll, so I think the game suspects that we're strong enough as well. And Build a Troll has got some treasure. It'll probably be a level up for us. In fact, we have a level up. Let's use that first. Might as well take all the advantages we can get. And what can we do here? I really think it should just be plus 6 armor. Or not plus 6 armor, but just plus 6 physical and mental saves. We won't get frozen as often. We won't get confused as often. It's just great. We want that at least level 2. You can see after that it goes up to plus 4, which is still good if we have the points for it, but it's just so nice. Another point in Unflinching Resolve also would have been a reasonable option. Class points? What do we like? We like it all. It's tough. I do need more finishing moves. I was just talking about how I had an abundance of combo points. So let's do that. You know, we have Butterfly Kick is great. I don't like Concussive Punch so much, but Butterfly Kick and Haymaker are both really nice, and Concussive Punch has its moments. So we need to work up to that. So we'll do that now. We'll spend our combo points, become awesome Kung Fu Masters, etc., etc. What do we need for this? We need higher dexterity eventually, but we also just want more constitution. I think we'll take a little bit more constitution, a little bit more dexterity, and a little bit more strength. A little bit more constitution. I want to get up to thick skin too. Perfect. Alright, plus we just like the HP and staying alive and things like that. So now we go and fight Bill the Troll. Huge loose rock. Yes, I do think I can open it. Try to take care of as many of his minions as we can before we fight the great beasts. Use our cunning. Alright, there he was. We caught a glimpse of him. There he is, Bill the Stone Troll. Yeah, big, brawny, powerful, and with a taste for halfling, he's wielding a small tree trunk and lumbering toward you. This is the troll the note spoke about, no doubt. Yeah, I don't doubt it. This guy is pretty tough. And he did charge towards us. He missed us, which is good, but I sort of wanted to close that distance anyway. So, in any case, yeah, let's use our axe kick, I guess. The first way to start. We already took off 8% of his life just with that, which is good. 4 combo points. So now we'll hit him with the uppercut. He'll hopefully be stunned and down to 72%. I don't like the fact that there's a cave troll up there as well, but it's not like they're too tough. Now we'll use this jumping ability here. Yeah, well, he'll probably just get comboed to death, honestly. Bill is down to half health. We have enough for a concussive blast, which would probably be enough to even take out the other troll as well. Let's try it. Well, not quite, but it did some damage. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Concussive punch has always sort of been underwhelming for me. But maybe that's just because it seems underwhelming, so I don't level it up, so it always seems underwhelming. Bill the Stone Troll is almost dead at 3%. We barely suffered a scratch with our incredible mental discipline. Now, we didn't get up to a level up, but we got pretty close. Maybe killing this guy? No, not quite. 98% of the way there. We got Bill's tree trunk, but that's not for us. We found that last game, too. 99%? Come on. I want to get up to 100%, although maybe that'll just be something for the next video that we can look at. Because getting up to level 10 is sort of a big deal. It's something that you have to think about. It's, you know, a serious, permanent, long-term decision as to how you're going to spend your category point. So that was pretty cool. We defeated Bill the Troll. We got his tree trunk, which is not what I was looking for, but we also got a fair chunk of experience, and we enjoyed it. We just enjoyed taking down Bill the Troll because we're reading about that wuss guy trouncing around through the troll mire there. He couldn't even handle him, so we took him no problem. Makes us feel pretty good about ourselves. Maybe we should start leaving notes like, yeah, that guy was easy, so you suck. We have a grounding pair of rough leather boots of tiredness. You know, maybe these evasion ones are better with that plus 10 defense. I like that a lot. And what else are we going to do? Mind Star, Great Sword. No, anything else? This is not arcane, so we can't give it to the Anglewind Mage. Cool, though. Good. Alright, back to the road map. And I guess we will actually call it a video there. I'm tempted to go on because this is so much fun, but I gotta stop for the evening. And I've got my second video to put on the playlist here, so that'll be lucky. And I'll pick this up next time I get, because I love punching my way through bears and trolls and all manner of nasty things. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, you guys.